Hi everyone. I am posting the moon video again because I realized something. This this video is really an out of the ordinary video, and I found nothing on the internet about any kind of blood red moon, which that's what this is, on March 16th, 2014. Nothing. And what I understand from NASA is that, and from all the other sites that we all know, is that the tetrad and is it tetrads with an S, tetrad singular? I don't know, but they're not coming until April 15th. So what is this object? And I had no idea. I just went upstairs on the roof to hear the birds. When I saw how red the moon was, I ran back downstairs and got my camera, which doesn't zoom that well, but nevertheless, it took a video that is worth noting, and I wonder who has some answers about this object in the sky. Because I've looked at this more carefully now without the sound, and something is very odd about this. So I'm going to show you that the shape actually changes. And are those clouds that make the shape change, or clouds that make the really super dark spots? Well, I don't know. It would have to be sky watchers, astronomers, amateur astronomers who are watching things like this, and maybe an eclipse happened and no one knew it was happening or going to happen. Is that possible? I don't know. But anyway, just watch this with me. I'm going to stop it sometimes and tell me what you think. I'll try to catch it at times when... Okay, so I don't know if this is just the movement of the camera. I don't think so, but other places up here it has an indent. So see this, how it kind of bulges right there? And there again. I find that interesting. Around. So see how it's indented right there? If you squint your eyes a little bit, you can tell. An indentation right there. And this dark part right here. This dark part changes around, and when I was watching it live or through my camera, these looked like something moving. They would move up and float over the moon. I can hardly call it the moon because now it doesn't even look like the moon. So see how dark that gets? Is it a cloud? Oh my goodness. And see that indentation? How can this be? And why is it so red? Go back a little bit. how dark that is. And then it's indented. That means if it's indented here, then that whole edge has to be something. Okay, see that? How much it goes in right there? I need an expert. So dark. And it's indented. I'm going backwards now. But this area right here is really... Well, I've never seen anything like this, ever. And I think when, maybe it's because it's jerking around, and I didn't have a I don't have a tripod, well, I have a tripod now because I got one today, but something looks really, just out of the ordinary. How can this go so dark? It must be clouds or some sort of light diffusion that is creating this phenomenon. And surely avid sky watchers would be up all night watching the sky all the time. They would take shifts, wouldn't they, if they really want to see what's going on? Well, anyway, the Bible says in Luke 22 or something, 22, 24, that there will be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. And have you ever seen the moon like this without any warning from NASA or any kind of organization like that throughout the world that this would be showing up? Nothing in Hong Kong about it at all. And now look how dark it is there, and there's a little bulge there again. And it looks like light right there, a little, and it's even indented a bit over here. It's not perfectly round, and here's a bulge right here. And then I think this dark spot rises to the top and goes over it. See, it's getting higher and higher. Cloudy stuff, maybe. Yep, see, it went up there. So remember on my first video I wrote something like, can you see the clouds moving above? But I don't know what this is. And you can see the edges are not perfect. Okay, now that looks a little bit like the moon right there. Now watch this for intermission.
A tetrad of lunar eclipses, presented by Science at NASA. For people in the United States, an extraordinary series of lunar eclipses is about to begin.
See, doesn't that look like it? The similar color of the one I took.
The action starts on April 15th, when the full moon passes through the amber shadow of Earth, producing a midnight eclipse visible across North America. That night marks the beginning of a lunar eclipse tetrad, a series of 4 consecutive total eclipses occurring at 6-month intervals. The total eclipse of April 15, 2014 will be followed by another on October 8, 2014, and another on April 4, 2015, and another on September 28, 2015.
But why is it only in North America that this can be seen? Because the map said North America.
The most unique thing about the 2014-2015 tetrad is that all of them are visible for all or parts of the USA, says longtime NASA eclipse expert Fred Espenak.
Should I send that guy my video? Fred. Maybe I'll look him up.
On average, lunar eclipses occur about twice a year, but not all of them are total. There are 3 types. A penumbral eclipse is when the moon passes through the pale outskirts of Earth's shadow. It's so subtle, skywatchers often don't notice an eclipse is underway. A partial eclipse is more dramatic. The moon dips into the core of Earth's shadow, but not all the way, so only a fraction of the moon is darkened. A total eclipse, when the entire moon is shadowed, is best of all. The face of the moon turns sunset red for up to an hour or more as the eclipse slowly unfolds. Usually, lunar eclipses come in no particular order. A partial can be followed by a total, followed by a penumbral, and so on. Anything goes. Occasionally, though, the sequence is more orderly. When 4 consecutive lunar eclipses are all total, the series is called a tetrad. During the 21st century, there are 9 sets of tetrads, so I would describe tetrads as a frequent occurrence in the current pattern of lunar eclipses, says Espenak. But this has not always been the case. During the 300-year interval from 1600 to 1900, for instance, there were no tetrads at all. The April 15th eclipse begins at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, when the edge of the moon first enters the amber core of Earth's shadow. Totality occurs during a 78-minute interval, beginning around 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, midnight on the West Coast. Weather permitting, the red moon will be easy to see across the entirety of North America. Why red? A quick trip to the moon provides the answer. Imagine yourself standing on a dusty lunar plain looking up at the sky. Overhead hangs Earth, night side down, completely hiding the sun behind it. The eclipse is underway. You might expect Earth seen in this way to be utterly dark, but it's not. The rim of the planet seems to be on fire. As you scan your eye around Earth's circumference, you're seeing every sunrise and every sunset in the world, all of them, all at once. This incredible light beams into the heart of Earth's shadow, filling it with a coppery glow and transforming the moon into a great red orb. Mark your calendar for April 15th and let the tetrad begin. For more rare occurrences in the night sky, stay tuned to science.nasa.gov.
So maybe that is just for an North American centric audience about when the eclipse will be seen, or moon eclipses will be seen in North America. Maybe there are some other eclipses shown that happen around the world at the same time. I don't know. I don't know anything about the movement of the heavenly bodies. But back to this. This is a red moon. Definitely. I'm going to send this video to Fred and ask him to explain. But why would the edges of the moon be so irregular, as you saw before? Now it looks pretty round. But there's so much movement on the surface. And the darkening. See this? So dark. I really wish I had known what I was doing and what I was seeing. Anyway, I'm totally curious now and need some answers, need some explanations. See how dark that is right there? What is that? Maybe it isn't the moon. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a giant Chinese lantern that the Chinese government projected into the sky. Dark right there. It's out of the ordinary. Something very odd about this. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Oh my goodness, 17 minutes now already. Goes by so fast. Thank you for watching, and please let me know what you think, because it's pretty weird. Okay, God bless everyone. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.